Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in. Arsenal versus Qarabağ, the preview. Now, such is the joke of being in the Europa League. We know other fans banter us for it. It's filled with different what's the right word? Trips to different environments that if you was playing in Europeans proper competition, you might not necessarily go to, which is disrespectful because Qarabağ were actually in the Champions League last year, if I remember rightly. But yeah, we know we've got to go to Ukraine, we've got to go to Azerbaijan, but we're welcoming them to our place. Before I carry on, obviously any injuries, freak injuries suffered in training and all of these things in the run up to this game. Obviously, this is being recorded before any of that has come out, so use your brain, people. But back to this. Um, Two wins from two opening games in Europa League will set us up greatly enough in regards to qualifying for the next round. At the base of it, it's another football match, so we need to win, keep the momentum going at this football club. I believe we have 5 wins from 5 in the Premier League, 7 in all competitions, 7 in 7. So let's make it 8 in 8. I mean, we've got 2 games in a week next week in Fulham, a game we really should be winning. No disrespect to them, and Qarabağ. So yeah, we need to cover our races. We need to try and get into the top 4. We need to try and win this competition. So you can only do that by winning the games in front of you. To be fair with you. So yeah, we've got to credit Kat Yarabag. I mean, I don't know too much about their side. I only see them in competitions like the likes of them. No disrespect to Applewell and Bait. These are the sides that normally are the whipping boys and get destroyed in groups and have no realistic chance of coming out and things like that. But we have to respect them. I mean, they're in for a fifth successive year. They're in European competition. That 4 of those being in the Europa, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. One was in last year's Champions League, or what I remember last year. If I remember rightly, Chelsea put quite a few past them, but they held Atletico Madrid, whether that was poor form or not, to a 0-0 draw, and big reason probably as to why Atletico fell into the Europa League and then ended up winning it. But yeah, we need to respect them. To be fair with you, like they've only what else other stats has this thing got? Qarabağ have only conceded once in 4 European home games this season, but we're playing at our home place, so yeah, we'll see what that one's saying. I believe their home ground is actually where the Europa League final is being held this year, so for our players, it's a great place for them to get familiar with, something for them to be inspired about. We know how much Lacazette wanted to make the final in Lyon last year, so we'll see how this one goes. Um, so yeah, we just need to do what we need to do, man. I mean, there's no point talking about things we don't need to talk about. Like this isn't the most glamorous of games. It's one of the games that we have to get ourselves through it. This game is probably going to be played at 5 o'clock or something, so we're going to have to run home from work. So we need to do what we're doing. Just pointless trivia that I've managed to pull off the UEFA website. Innocent El Imigraha, I can't say his name, but basically one of their players has played for Switzerland alongside Liechtenstein and Xhaka. 2 players will put, well, Jack will probably be rested, but Liechtenstein will probably take to the field in this game, so he'll meet a current teammate of his international level or former teammate if he wasn't called up. I've never heard that player's name in my life, so yeah. Mesut Ozil scored a goal and set up a goal in Bang 2 to help Germany beat Azerbaijan 3-1 in the European 2012 qualifier in 2011. They're top of their league as well, and they only have one defeat in their last 5. That last defeat was against Sporting, so they're in a big rut of form. They're obviously going to be confident. If I was them, I don't know about anyone else, but obviously what I know you all remember Sunday League, when you play teams you didn't expect to win, people are either resigned to defeat and don't try, or they're up for it. Me, I was up for it when we played at difficult games or difficult grounds or teams better than us, because these are the games you live for, to show that your levels, or show people that you could possibly be playing for this team or whatever in it. So if I look at them Cat Yarabag players, what they might lose in ability or not having technical level of ability that we might possess over them, they should have passion, heart. They should just downright be galvanized, inspired, because they've got nothing to lose. If Arsenal win, we've handled our business. If we lose or even concede a goal, there's like there was against Vodskar, there's question marks out. So with that scalp on their head, they should definitely come here and not be afraid and have a go at us. But from an Arsenal fan's point of view, similar to what I want to see next week against Fulham, first 10 minutes dead this game. Absolutely dead this game. Fire, put the goals in, simple as the, like, football's not complicated. 22 players on the pitch. The team who puts the most goals in the back of a net, the opposition's net, scores the most goals. It's as basic as that. That's the team talk Unai Emery probably just needs to dish out. We're obviously going to see a heavily rotated side as well. Or I say heavily, lightly, we don't know at this point. But my team I'm going with Leno in goal because sadly Czech suffered an injury and Leno was always going to get game time within this competition. Socrates will be back. Socrates will probably play 2 games in a week, resting Mustafi. Mustafi probably play against Fulham. Holding, I feel Holding deserves a chance to start again and get his minutes. And obviously if he plays good against Qarabağ, there's a good chance you play against Fulham. So he deserves his place. Mustafi's played a lot of games, so he should be rested. Cola's been fit for the last week or so, and because of him not being fully there, he hasn't been introduced in regards to Premier League action. But this is the time to possibly give him 70 to 90 minutes and let him get up to speed. So he'll be at left back. Lichtensteiner will come in for me at right back. I'm actually going to go with El Nene in midfield with Guendouzi. The Ramsey sort of role, I want to see it given to Iwobi. I'd actually start Lacazette, Aubameyang and Danny Welbeck, to be honest with you. Just let them fire goals. Just let your strikers score more goals. The more goals they score, the more confident they are, the more arrogant they are. And you need your strikers to be arrogant, to take shots from angles that won't necessarily make sense and things like that. Because when you're confident and you're trying these things work well for you. Even goals that you shouldn't have. How much times, no disrespect, Mo Salah did a madness last year, but because he was in form and he was confident and he believed in himself, how many times did he get the rub off the green? He might have taken a poor shot, it's deflected and went in. These are the sort of things you need. Wales deserves game time and deserves probably to get 90 minutes. Possibly Aubameyang and Lacazette, one could be afforded to be dropped for this and let someone else probably bring Mkhitaryan into the side because I know he won't play. He's been on the bench as well, so I'd probably take out Aubameyang and put in Mkhitaryan. And I know Mkhitaryan won't be able to play in the away leg of this, so give him some game time. I'm not too sure if there's any political reasons as to why Mkhitaryan probably might not be played in this game, but who knows. So the only question mark against my lineup I'm only having is probably remove Aubameyang for Mkhitaryan, his former teammate and current teammate. But other than that, that's the lineup I'll go with, to be fair. And just to say it one more time, Leno, Socrates, Holding, Kola, Lichtenstein as the back 5. El Nene, Iwobi, Guendouzi in midfield. Up front would be Aubameyang, Lacazette and Danny Welbeck. But as I've already said, the more I'm starting to think about it, I'd probably introduce Mkhitaryan into the side. He hasn't got too much football the last 2, maybe even 3 weeks because he's been injured. No, definitely the last 2 weeks. So yeah, that would be it, to be honest. And that's all I've got for my preview. Like, we just, simple as, just go out there, be professional. In an ideal world, I'd love us to go out there, do the job, 3-4-0 within the first half, possibly take off Aubameyang and Lacazette at half time or within the 50th, 60th minute, rest legs. So yeah, it will be. I want to see you continue the same mentality you've been on in this season, because I do believe he's pushing to possibly remove Ramsey out of that starting lineup for Premier League action. So yeah, Holding, you've got a good chance to put to increase your credentials with Unai Emery. Kola, I want to just see you get some fitness. Lichtenstein, you're meant to be given experience. Just want to see an experience result and performance from you. And actually want to see a better performance from you, because I don't feel in the last game you weren't woeful, but I don't feel you was necessarily good. And you definitely let us down for one of the 2 goals we conceded. But not to dig anyone else out, because yeah, guys, that's the preview done, man. Arsenal versus Qarabağ. Hopefully I'm here making a video that we've won and not in any shocking results and shocking stances and them things there. But yeah, man, I just want to avoid a giant killing or any sort of mad night where fans can banter us. But yeah, guys, DG.